Hello, this is Mr. Huff, and let's take a look at documenting pseudocode for this virtual robotics exploration. So let's just review a little bit. This is for some that may have forgotten. It's been a while since we thought about code, but one of the things I'm going to want you to do is design first, and the way we are going to design is use pseudocode. Let's just go through this definition. Pseudocode is an informal way of programming description that does not require any strict programming language, syntax, or underlying technology considerations. It is used for creating an outline or a rough draft of a program. Pseudocode summarizes the program's flow but excludes underlying details. System designers write pseudocode to ensure that programmers understand the software project's requirements and align code accordingly. And I've included a link to the Robot C lecture. So basically what you're doing is you're describing in plain English what your program is going to do. So let's review the portions of a program and the kinds of behaviors you would see in that. So at the highest level, you have the complex behaviors, and I've written here as a high-level description of what your program is doing. A lot of times this will be a just overall description, like it's just like in the instructions, I want a program that navigates this maze and finds all the green dots. Okay, then we get to simple behaviors. You can take the complex behavior and break it down into simple behaviors. These will become the chunks of code that achieve the complex behavior. And then simple behaviors can be broken down into basic behaviors. These are the individual commands that control the program. So this is going to be like turn the motor on, turn off the LED, check the sensor value, that sort of thing. So individual single line statements. So we go from complex to simple and simple to basic. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to do in this project. What I want you to do is document in pseudocode. So this is also going to be your design before you program. And you have to provide pseudocode for your program, simple or complex. The template we're going to use, and I want your pseudocode reported to me in a monospace font like Courier or Source Code Pro or something like that. But you're going to have these four sections. You're going to have your name and your activity, the complex behavior, and the simple behaviors. So you only need your name and activity in your code blocks. I'm not going to make you go in and put your pseudocode all throughout the block code programming because it's tedious, and I don't know that it really helps you because it's pretty visual as it is. If you're having trouble, it's a good idea to go add some comment blocks in to help you keep clear what each section is doing, but I'm not going to require it. This is going to be written outside of the virtual environment. So you can look at my example. I have my name, and the activity is the zombie hunter, and the complex behavior is described like this. The robot will search for zombies. When the robot finds a zombie, it collects it and delivers it to a containment area. So the simple behaviors are going to be described like this. Let's go ahead and use the double / for each line, because this is what you would use in C programming. So that way when you transfer this knowledge into C programming, you're just copying that block into your task main, and those become your sections of your program. So in this, we would say we're going to start a search pattern and check for zombies. So this is underneath this in our actual program. We would start a search pattern and come up with the sensors or whatever we're going to use to look for zombies. Then the next simple behavior is, oh, you found a zombie, note the location and pick up the zombie. And so you might have like a claw or some sort of cage or a net or something that you deploy to capture the zombie. Then the next simple behavior is make sure you have the zombie collected and take it to the containment area. So you would have a procedure that takes you to a specific place, and then you release the zombie into the containment area. And then you noted the location previously, so you're going to return to the location and resume your search pattern. So that is taking the complex behavior and breaking it down into simple behaviors. And this is what I'm looking for you to document along with your programs. I want to see that you thought about design before you programmed. All right, that's all I got. Thanks.